welcome back to The Why. Today's question comes from Starving Rep 18 and asks, I'm going to abbreviate it, why do we have limited install resources throughout the company? This one said specifically Seattle, but I think it's because installers are hard to find. It's one of the hardest jobs out there, being like a contract job installer. It's late at night, oftentimes, overnight, double shifts. It's moving a lot of heavy, not fun kitchen equipment, working with general contractors who often have communication issues or delays or things that make us chase our tail. It's also pretty specialized. If you haven't been doing it for a while, there's not a kitchen equipment installer school to go to. I started out as a kitchen equipment installer in
Very primitive.
It was very primitive and cumbersome. My girlfriend at the time, her grandfather owned a small restaurant dealership and said, hey, you look like you can lift heavy things. Want to work for us? And I said, sure. And got into it and learned it, but there's no school to go learn that. It's old school apprenticeship style to figure out all the ins and outs of that. And so you got to be in it for a while. And people, especially, I don't want to use the M word, let's just say younger folks.
Marriage?
No, the other M word. Marmalade. No, it's not that one either. I guess there's more than two M words, it turns out.
Oh my gosh.
The younger people, they don't want to work with their hands. They don't want to go out and do actual physical labor.
Youths.
To the point that I was at a restaurant during a tour downtown Seattle, this is fall of last year, where the head maintenance guy for this restaurant group told me that the youngest person at the pipe fitters union in Seattle was 38. And to escalate the pay, to try to make it more aggressive and enticing to people, that within 5 years, those folks will be making $75 plus an hour.
That's a lot of cheese.
And they still can't get people. Youngest person's 38. So it's hard to find installers, first off. There's a lot of third-party options. There's a lot of, I think there have been other questions that kind of surrounded that I've heard about, hey, why don't we weld? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do plumbing, electrical? It's insurance. That's not what we're specialized in. There are other companies that are professionals and better at that than we are. Same reason we ask our customers to hire us, because we're the experts in what we do. We're not the experts at welding and plumbing and electrical. We have to hire the experts out there rather than try to become that ourselves. What we do is already complicated enough without having to add that on top of it.
I think I would add too that it's very much about scalability. So we can have installers on the books, and we do have installers on the books here.
Yep, we do.
And as business grows, contract business grows, and we need more installers, it's our job to decide and decipher, will that growth, can we maintain it? What we've never really done here is had temporary or transient employment. If we hire someone, we want them to be hired and work here forever.
Yep.
Not, I'm going to hire them until this part of the business
busy
runs
season.
out. It's the busy season,
Yeah.
so we need somebody for 6 months because we invest all the training dollars and the energy and the effort into trying to make those installers, A, have a really good career here and have a good work life, and B, train them to be quality installation professionals.
Yep.
If we do that, and then we make them really, really amazing, and then we're like, sorry, we don't have any more work. Now you go work somewhere else. So then they take those skills that we've invested all that time and energy in to go somewhere else. So it's chicken or the egg, right?
Yeah.
It's when do we buy more trucks? When we have more sales. But how do we get more sales if we don't have the trucks? So it's very much a balancing.
It is a
It's
balancing
chess
act.
match.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to decide what moves to make first. So we're all for more installers to support the sales, but only if we see the longevity of that. And the world that we live in equipment and supplies, is it's very cyclical, right? We get this big uptick in contract sales, and then we get a softening, right? Based on all the economic factors. And then we get a big supply swing, right? Because they're not spending as much on equipment.
Yep.
And then you get, right? So you get these big swings. And so it's trying to thread the needle and what other different things.
I'm trying to think of other euphemisms for thread the needle,
thread the
balancing act.
Yeah, right.
I could just start spouting gibberish again.
You've already done that.
Lots.